Yes. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the show yet again. We've got a particularly great show for you tonight because my guest is a gentleman that the press is currently calling the most interesting man in the world. In the world? That's quite a distinction. It's his first time on the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, so let's give a very warm welcome to Mr. Clint Stickman. Wow, Clint, thanks so much for being here. Welcome to the show.
Oh, my pleasure, man. My pleasure.
You know, I actually have a twin brother named Clint. So it's...
Oh, yeah? He must be one cool son of a bitch, am I right?
He is, actually. Yes, he is. I'll tell him you said so. He'll be thrilled.
Yeah, you gotta be a stud to pull off a name like Clint. It's not for pussies.
So listen, I know you're so in demand these days with everything from movies to product endorsements to speaking engagements. I can't believe we actually wrangled you onto the show.
Yeah, you caught me at just the perfect time. I just finished filming a movie in town and writing my autobiography, so I actually had a little downtime.
Yeah, your autobiography. We got to talk about this because I just got done reading it. And truly, it was one of those books that you cannot put down once you start. But I got to ask, is everything in there true? I mean, that's the craziest, most mind-blowing stuff I've ever heard.
Well, let me tell you something about the book. Not only is everything in there absolutely true, but my life is so amazing that we ended up having to write another book on the making of the first book. That book will be out later this month.
Wow, that's insane. That's insane. Now, just to put some perspective on this for people, you are currently the highest paid actor in the world, by far. More than Harrison Ford, Samuel Jackson, and all those other heavy hitters. And not only that, but you're so cool, you actually play yourself in all of your movies. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, that's right. People don't want fake Stickman. They want the real deal, both barrels right in the face. That woman in the front row there knows what I'm talking about. And you know, you just got to give the fans what they want.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Now, your life has been an absolute whirlwind of one amazing thing after another. There's no way we can talk about it all in one interview, but can you just give us the broad strokes? How did the force of nature, known as Clint Stickman, come to be?
Well, it was a combination of things. I was born a military brat, and we lived in several different countries growing up, so I learned to speak those languages. I started taking martial arts at a young age. Then I guess the military thing had rubbed off on me, so I decided to join the Navy and went into special operations.
You mean the SEALs?
That's right. And that was an amazing experience. And I was going to re-enlist, but about that time, I was contacted by a certain government agency. I guess because of my language skills, weapons, and martial arts experience, they wanted to recruit me.
Yeah, now, I have to interject here. I've heard stories, I think we all have, of how tough you are. So, was it the training, or were you always that tough?
Well, yeah, the training was a big part of it, but man, I was a fighter right from the get-go. When I was born, I slapped the doctor and cut my own umbilical cord.
Okay, wow. Sounds like you were tough even as a baby.
Oh yeah, never even cried when I was a baby. And my first words, according to my parents, were, "You want some of this? Hand to God, hand to God."
Okay, so you get into the government agency, and I know you can't talk a lot about that, so we'll skip over it for now. But how did you get from there to being one of the most famous, in-demand people in the world?
Well, one fateful day, I guess you'd say, I was at the bank, and I hear a couple of guys behind me talking about a plan to rob the bank. But they were speaking in Russian and didn't expect anyone to understand, of course.
You're kidding me. They were going to do it, like, right then and there?
Yeah, that's right. Can you believe it? So, long story short, I spring into action and take them all down. There were 4 of them total. Turns out, one of the guys in line next to me was a movie producer, so he gave me his card on the spot.
Wow. Awesome. So, what's coming up for you movie-wise? You're famous for your action movies. Anything else in the works?
Well, I'm going to continue with the action flicks, of course, but we're going to be mixing things up a bit. Got a pirate flick in the works called Clint Stickman on the High Seas. An Old West picture coming up called Clint Stickman and the Texas Rangers. And I'm in talks to do a horror picture where I face off against Michael Myers or Jason or something. I'd have to fight both of them in the same movie, really, to make it believable. Oh, and we're set to do a reality TV show about my life.
Holy cow, busy guy. So the press and everyone else constantly refers to you as cool. One of those things where men want to be you and women want to be with you. Is that hard to live up to?
No, man, it's just who I am. It's like Don Johnson and Denzel were fused into one person, and that's me. And the women, though, oh my God. My life is ass soup, to put it mildly. It's handy having 3 testicles, though, and believe me when I tell you, I push them for all they're worth. I've got a lot of man juice flowing through these veins. I can't believe all these people are here to watch this phony piece of shit. Give me a break, man.
Wait a minute, what's going on? What's this?
I'm just here to prove what a fake asshole Stickman is. Listen, man, my mom is watching the show tonight. Don't make me bust out my stuff on you.
Bust your stuff out on me, Jesus Christ. Bust your stuff out on this, punk. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after we get this sorted out. Oh my God.